this year, 62.7% for him. Nova as a team, top 10 in the nation in face-off percentage. They have stolen a lot of extra possessions at the X.
Yeah, and Adam Slager's no slouch at the X too. He's a Wisconsin kid. You know, they got a lot of Wisconsin guys on this team, which I find really interesting. There's athletes all over the country playing college lacrosse, and they definitely have a bunch of Wisconsin guys. You know, he's facing off at 66% as well, so it should be a good battle at the X there. Looked like Tyler went a little bit early there.
Slager, the former high school All-American, winning the opening draw off of the violation. And so this Marquette offense that is the Georgetown Hoyas, who are 2-1 in the conference, in second place behind Villanova. So he has really produced against just about everybody in the Marquette schedule, and Slager winning another face-off. He's 2-0.
Yeah, and you see with the new rules, if you lose, it's just what you're worried about if you're Villanova, right? You know, think, oh, Marquette, they lost last week 14-2 to Providence. You know, we got this. And they've come out pretty hungry, which Coach Corrado talked about in the pregame, that was going to be a possibility, and certainly they...
Early, you need to pass the ball and get rid of it.
Yeah, thanks, Tessa. Great stuff. You were talking about the movement for Villanova early on. That really plays into it, too.
Yeah, and you can't run into a double. You got to be able to get rid of the ball. If someone's doubling you, somebody's open. It may not be the guy right next to you, but somebody's open. You got to move the ball. And a good, much-needed face-off win for Villanova there.
Who's one?
Coach Corrado got to settle things down.
Fifth goal of the season for the sophomore, and a whistle off of the face-off will give it back to Marquette.
Another hold on Sandoval. So Marquette's going to get a possession here.
Quarter, a little bit of momentum heading the way of the hosts for the first time, and they'll get the ball back.
Now we got a jump by Marquette. Cunningham gets the face-off win. Villanova gets the ball right back. I feel like a little momentum's going Villanova's way. Obviously, they've got 2 quick goals. Maybe get a third. 36.
Already essentially playing playoff lacrosse, which is a dangerous thing for a Villanova team that's sitting pretty at the top of the standings.
Yeah, and that's how it happens in these conferences. You know, the bottom teams are still in it for a while. There's 4 out of 6 get to go. St. John's and Providence are struggling now, so it's really an opportunity for Marquette to get in here.
Villanova.
Marquette.
Face-off battle is 4-3 in favor of Villanova. Sandoval fighting for it again. Is going to get the wings involved. There's a push, and it's going to be Marquette ball.
Sandoval lost his stick, and I think it might have been procedure playing without his stick. You can't do anything if you don't have your stick in your hand. You just touch something to play in this final home game at Villanova Stadium.
After not scoring in the first 10 games of the year, now goals in back-to-back games. Brendan Boyle and Melchione are getting into it a little bit.
Yeah, a little extracurricular activity on the wing there.
Will only add to the atmosphere that has been building for a nice little bit before the game. It is a good crowd on hand here at Villanova Stadium. Both teams well represented on just about either side of the field.
For the seniors that get to have big days on their last chance to play on this turf, it's a special place.
In there is George Glomb at the face-off X. He wins it, goes for the Fogo goal, but right there was Laws to go down, bend his knees, and make the play.
Yeah, nice face-off win by Glomb. That's the 3rd face-off guy for Villanova. It's kind of a trio of guys they can throw at you. Picks up a nice face-off, takes a shot. I'm not sure the coach a lot, and listen, you get turned back a lot too. The defender was really pressure there, but once in a while, man, he really gets that in the corner. That was a really nice goal and a really timely goal going into halftime. You know, and this really deflates Mark.
From Princeton. Face-off's going to be absolutely critical here in the second half. Last year, Villanova led 5-1 after 1 quarter. They dominated at halftime and never really looked back. But at halftime today, it's an entirely different story. Villanova going to get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. Wildcats have scored 5 of the last 6 goals in this. Bring the call back for the goal. But that would be the only thing that I think Jake Richard could be protesting at the moment.
And I guess they got to get the clock right too, right? That's another thing they have to look at.
That, I think, is part of why the review took as long as it did.
Right. 2 summers ago, we had a Lake Placid team in the gold division, which is all the college players. And a couple guys I know, my sons were playing on it. Bobby O'Grady was on it. He was incredible up there in Lake Placid. First team all Lake Placid guy, as well as all Big East. He's got multiple accolades that ain't even showing up.
Flag is going to fly, and Marquette, who has been phenomenal on the extra man, is going to go back. Goals already scored, and after Marquette scored only 1 goal in about 21 minutes of gameplay, they scored 2 in about 50 seconds.
Much needed face-off win by Villanova there. Sandoval does a nice job getting the ball out.
Their team has been able to gain a lot of separation one way or the other. And that has put a lot of stress on this part of the game, too. The face-off battle. 9-7 right now in favor of Villanova. Sandoval wins another. It's 10 now for the Wildcats. He was looking to get rid of it in a hurry. Great feed from Gavin Mishner to his brother. How many times have they done that in the backyard?
Every day. It starts with Sandoval with a great face-off win here. That's really what Villanova needed to tie this up. I felt the tide was pushing a little bit. Let's watch Sandoval win this face-off clean. Comes out. He thought about shooting it. Every face-off guy I know thinks about shooting it. He sees Gavin Mishner to his left, makes the right pass. He finds Colin in front, and Colin's not going to miss that one.
It started from the Sandoval clean win.
Pops it out to himself. Great ground ball pressure. He's running. He's thinking about shooting. Oh, in front of the Gavin. And he'll find Colin, and it is over. Colin's got time and room in front. The goalie has no chance, and we got an 8-7 ball game.
First goal of the day for Colin Mishner. Another face-off win for Sandoval, who's really in a groove now.
Went down hard there. You know, he really takes a lot of punishment, too.
He is still down on the ground.
Field. I don't know if they're going to blow the whistle here. I think they do.
Yeah,
Tyler
I think
really took a tumble there.
I think part of why they want to stop that, too, is because he's on the other side of the field from where the benches are.
Yeah. Looks to be okay trotting off, but he's just a warrior, the kid. I mean, every face-off guy's a warrior, but this guy's really grinding it out. And he's not an 18-year-old kid anymore, too. He's an older guy. He's been in college for a number of years, a grad student. His body has taken a toll, taking all these face-offs, hundreds of face-offs over his career. And it takes its toll, but boy, does he hang in there tough. Made two huge plays for Villanova right there.
He is 6-1 in the third frame in favor of the Wildcats at this spot.
Cunningham's taking this one. I see Sandoval standing up fine. He's not talking to any trainers over there, so I'm feeling that he's fine. I think it's just not a really important face-off with 20 seconds. It's hard to get a shot out of this.
Marquette.
Really give Cunningham a chance. Ball's bopping around out there. Someone's going to pick it up. Still in. And
Villanova
gets
takes it back.
With 4 seconds. They better push here. You better shoot it now.
Here comes Cunningham, gives it over from Mishner, and I don't think he realized how much time.
Coach Corrado was telling his team, guys, this is right where I told you we would be headed into this fourth quarter in a ball game. The one thing he shared with them is he said, do not be afraid. You guys got to slow them down. He said, but you got 15 minutes left. You got to give it your all.
Thanks, Tessa. That is now into his sophomore season, getting goal number 19. And after having just 1 point in his last 2 games, he gets this Golden Eagle team right back within one. 13.5 minutes, an eternity in this sport, in this kind of margin, especially if you're winning faceoffs, and the Golden Eagles have a chance to tie it. Boyle, shot, score! Nolan Rappis back to square one.
Big face-off win for Marquette. We talked about a big one earlier for Sandoval. I mean, that can turn games. You get a face-off, you get numbers coming down, move the ball real quick, and next thing you know, it's in the back of the net. Marquette is not going away.
2 goals for the Golden Eagles in 11 seconds. Blink and the Villanova lead has evaporated.
Really nice shot there. Just puts it in the corner where it needs to be. And just like that, you said this game can change in a minute, and it changed in 11 seconds that time, Ben. Now we got a tie ball game.
You knew Marquette was going to have some fight in them after an uncharacteristically poor performance against Providence, and boy, oh boy, have they fought today against an undefeated 9-7 deficit into a 10-9 lead. Now, how does Villanova respond? The face-off battle has been still even here in the fourth quarter after it was all Cats 7-1 in the third, and it is going to be Marquette ball.
Little push in there, ground balls, pushing and shoving on the side. George Glomb really got the face-off out in front, but we just couldn't pick it up.
This Marquette team was
in this thing. We're back to tie 10-10.
Almost nothing to separate these two teams since Villanova cut into that 3-0 early Marquette lead, and Slager wins a big face-off. He gives it up. Extra pass was past O'Grady.
I think it was deflected a little bit by Villanova and then definitely deflected by O'Grady, and Villanova gets it back. They're going to push here with numbers.
O'Grady taken out of the play, going chasing after it. He's still trying to get himself back onto the field. So Villanova tries to clear, pops back out of their stick. Fight is on for it. O'Grady's back into the mix. It's picked up initially by Maley, and Villanova will fight their way across.
Shoulder.
And then Sandoval just got pushed over by Slager fighting for it cleanly.
Another big face-off right there. Marquette comes up with it.
Golden Eagles can push the lead to 2.
They're going nuts here in Villanova Stadium. Like we talked about, there's a lot of them here. A lot of these kids are from the Northeast. Parents are thrilled they have an easy ride, don't have to fly out to Wisconsin. And another huge face-off. Is it going to come up Villanova's ball? I see a lot of yellow jerseys around it. Let's see.
There certainly is a lot of blue and gold, and in the end, able to take it is David Lamarca, the grad student in his 5th year with the Golden Eagles.
Big ground ball by Marquette. Really nice job.
Cat ball on the Shane Wetter block, but what a find from Lucchese to Michener.
Yeah, that was huge. You're about to give the ball back to Marquette, and instead you get a goal. Now we got a 1-goal game. Really great face-off battles in here today, too. Just scrapping and pushing, extremely physical. Cunningham and Marquette comes out with this one. Guess who? Detweiler, and he draws a penalty. Conestoga kid has really been a factor today.
Bobby O'Grady has put his team on his back here in the second half. All 4 goals coming after the intermission. And another face-off win. Hayden Hiltz, the freshman, ran over to scoop it up. Great look.
Bigger than this. Face-offs all matter, but some matter more than others, and this is one of those.
It's Sandoval. It's Slager. It's battled for, still on the ground. Sandoval picks it up.
A huge pick up there.
He gives it up. And Villanova will swing it towards the far side. Licata!
Matt Licata, are you kidding me? What a face-off by Sandoval. Gets it to Gavin Michener, and he finds Licata for an unbelievable goal there for the Cats. Matt Licata, boy, you only get one final game on your home field, and he's certainly making the most of it.
2 goals in 11 seconds for Matt Licata.
We had 2 goals in 11 seconds earlier for Marquette. Now we have 2 for Villanova. Look at Matt Licata, just ripping that corner. What a day for him. Steps into it, buries it in the upper corner. Holy St. Augustine, Matt Licata, what a day he's having.
You said a 2-goal lead is nothing in this sport.
It's nothing. Look at him stretching out his calf right now. You know he's just banged down there stretching it, but he's not feeling it. He's going to keep playing. We got a tie ball game.
And a Villanova possession to boot.
Big
Slager went early.
Again. They went early. Yeah, I'd throw it to
Adam Slager. Ambush is just 1 for 7 at the X, but entrusted with a huge one here after Slager went early last time. It's fought for. It's on the ground. It's in Villanova's stick.
Huge ground ball by Villanova right there. Great play.
It's Luke Williams who comes up Johnny on the spot when the Cats